we're back at it. We're gonna go back to town here. I just want to give you a couple tips on like the economy and everything, because you'll notice that each of your shops, where are you going, buddy, have a limited amount of gold, which you'll see up here in the upper left. You see along there has 5,461 gold. What I like to do is I'll typically go around shop to shop, and they replenish a small amount of gold each day. But also, what you can do is you can acquire. You may have a high price item you want to sell, so you'll go around all the other vendors, and then you'll go back to the vendor that has something that you may want. Typically, the smithy is what I use because I'm always trying to buy some materials and whatnot. And I'll take that gold that I sold to everybody else, spend it on him, and then I can sell whatever the high dollar item is, and then bank myself a few thousand gold. Personally, I don't really care much for decorations, or at least not the non-organic non-organic thingies, which I know is kind of ass backwards, being that this is a digital game. But what I mean is, like your banners and whatnot, which I think I still have one or two floating around town, but really I prefer to have trees and shrubs and all the good stuff, a nice living city. But we're not going to get into all that. Scrib chitting is more for people that use a lot of magicka, because it tends to have like magicka it tends to have like magicka regeneration properties and things like that in terms of the armor. You'll see here, like I was saying in my previous video, I have a lot of silver armor because it's just easier to upgrade. Silver is relatively easy to come by. As I progress through the game, I'm seeing silver ignite less and less. So that is gonna create a little bit of a pinch. But I mean, I do have a dwarven weapon and an orcish weapon. I may end up trying to invest more in dwarven. If I'm not mistaken, they have like a lighter scale armor, which does have the little, you'll see here like on the Chidden Shield of Sparks. Lighter armors tend to have more slots for special abilities and whatnot. Things like magic regeneration or resistance to certain elements or particular types of damage, blocking increases, resistance, things like that. So that's also pretty useful. But I just really wanted to touch on the economy and how that works and how you can manipulate it. You will eventually want to build a second smithy. I would say that's probably the first of the duplicate buildings you want, because when you're tempering or when you're trying to upgrade so you can try and rush to get the better armors and weapons available to you, then you're going to want to have a second smithy available so that way you can repair your weapons. I'm almost certain I need to repair my weapons, as a matter of fact. So we're going to run over here and do that because I will forget again. Oh, those. Yeah, I don't care about those. Alright, never mind. I'm going to sell those eventually. But that Sword of Corrosion is boss. Like I was saying in my previous video, it's going to be nuts in PvP. Even against those races, Argonian and Redguard, that have a natural resistance to poison, is still going to prove very effective when you can get into combo strikes, because it starts to stack and eventually it'll work through the resistance and they're just going to die. So anyways, though, just a quick tour while we're here. Henrik Sevenswords, he'll spar with you from time to time. You can get some good stuff from him. I got a Dwarven Mace from him last time we sparred. He's not really all that hard to beat. Here's the Enchanting Tower. There's the Potion Master, Alchemist, whatever you want to call him. Couple dwellings, townhouses, blah, blah, blah. Got the workshop over here. The workshop is where you can build your decorations. I personally like to sell a lot of mine and the materials. I'd rather focus on weapons and armor, so getting gold so I can temper more things is going to be the optimal choice if you want to try and progress in the game, so that way you can get cooler stuff. Alright, so now we're going to go and hop into the Abyss, just for kicks and giggles. Oh, well, I guess it would help if I equipped a weapon, eh? Since he's working on my orcish, we're going to go ahead and equip the old sword here, my PvP sword, and we're going to hop into the Abyss and hope and pray that I run into a lot of human opponents, or humanoid opponents, so that way my poison will be more effective. It's pretty crappy when you're trying to fight off spiders because they don't take the poison damage, so you're sitting here trying to time your attacks and take them down. We're going to go ahead and start from 10, just because you can get more stuff. In the Abyss, or at least what I've noticed so far, I mean, maybe somebody has some other information that may say otherwise, there are no drops or anything. Well, not drops, but there are no like random food pieces around, or secrets or things like that. It's just pure hack and slash, do work, and burn through potions, which I'm going to try very hard not to do. I'm not going to be using any potions down here unless I'm very close to the sweet. Ah! Shielded opponents are pretty annoying to battle sometimes because they will break your combo, and then you're sad. Here, skeleton. Now, skeletons are weak to bathroom damage as a general rule. Obviously, since they're not alive, bathroom damage is kind of useless. Oh man, that sucker. Alright. I personally stopped using the joystick control, so that's why, in case you haven't used the touch control for navigation, that's why you're seeing this little golden, orangish kind of dots thing pop up. Goblins are also poison resistant, but I mean they can take a small amount of poison damage, so it's better than nothing. Ah, we got a shaman coming up. See, my little challenge, like, oh, poison damage. Ooh, yeah, you gotta get those combos in, folks. They stack additional damage, so that is definitely what you want in your life. Now, of course, we have people that go full barbarian with two-handed and just kind of go ham, so I don't think combo matters quite as much to them. And plus, their strikes are a lot slower, so it's much easier to block or dodge. So they're usually working on pure raw damage as opposed to combo damage. Okay, I guess that's not what I really want to do. That's the first I've ever run into a dead end. But that's alright. That is alright. Giggity gig. Ah, there we go. Okay. Show me the way. What are you doing? Settle down, Beavis. That was for the old heads. If you never watched Beavis and Butthead, you can get that one. Finally got there. How about that? Only took like an hour of my life. Slight exaggeration, but still. It feels like an hour. Oh, hey buddy. Hey buddy, hey buddy. Oh, I was expecting to block it. Ah, oh! You dashed me. Missed me. Oh, come on, little guy. This is unnecessary. Come on. Miss me. Somebody mentioned that you can just like swipe left and right and get in combos. I'm gonna try that real quick. It's done. It's not working anywhere. I don't know where she can do. Anyway. Oh, stop hitting me. Oh, gosh. Like, I don't think it's gonna refresh in time. I was slamming that button, you know. I was like, please let me get this block because I know it's coming. I should have got that 13. There it is. Oh, I hate these things. Like, oh, like I was saying. So if you have poison damage in, they can be a bit annoying. And I'm just like barely letting go. gonna have to buff my physical damage eventually because I don't feel like fighting those things more than I have to. Hey, buddy. Ow. Pull up. Oh, Jesus. I'm not using a potion, y'all. I'm just gonna die. Hopefully, my next opponent will make it easy for me to quickly rebound. I mean, what you can do when you're fighting like skeevers and spiders, since they take so long to attack and everything, really you can just kind of skeevers. You can actually just kind of try and block them and use your healing abilities to try and stack up. I would actually need to do that. I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but that's how you can move. So, like, you see me here swinging at the dude, like, I can't do it for oh, jeez. Let's check the inventory. I kind of want that copper. I'm not playing healing potions. I guess I can go on from one. Once you really start rolling, your potions just kind of show up. You don't just sweat it too much. And my focus has been on trying to make sure I pop those silver chests. Oh, by the way, in case you don't know, Bethesda posted on their Twitter account that they will be fixing the silver chest issue. In case you don't know, silver chests are 3 hours each to upload. During beta, they were only 2 hours. So definitely get some thought about that. But besides that, that is excellent news. I mean, I could even live with them going to 90 minutes. But, I mean, I think at the rate that you collect silver chests in this game, an hour is fair. But I mean, someone did bring up a very good point in one of my groups, or one of the groups, I mean, I don't run any of those groups, that, the game is not intended for traditional Elder Scrolls playing. And I mean, if you're a hardcore fan, then you know how it goes. You sit down, you play Elder Scrolls freaking all day. But you'll notice that outside of the Abyss, most of the missions can be completed in under 10 minutes. 15 at the very most if you're like slow rolling it. So if that's the case, you don't really have to worry about the chest as much because you're not getting so many that it's ridiculous. And you will get notifications when your chests open and things like that, so you can stay on top of it and knock them out. I haven't been playing much lately. I've just been kind of popping in to do chests. I might do like one mission or hop in the Abyss. The Abyss is your best resource for materials and gold and things like that. I can't stress that enough. I mean, some of the missions, like in the traditional missions and the quests, those can get very, very difficult. You'll find very quickly that you'll get level locked. So the Abyss is how you this is how you get your experience, materials, and all kinds of fun stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. I didn't do too badly. I've definitely had better runs. Ugh, this one's actually kind of yucky. Oh well, anyways. We got stuff and things. Alright guys, well that was it. I'm probably gonna go play some Elder Scrolls Legends now. I do also post the occasional video for that. Mostly those are on my Facebook page, which is Gray Jedi J Gaming, or Gray Jedi. That's one of the two. Where you can find me over on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter, and also on Discord. So you can find me there, Gray Jedi J. I think it's #6718. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever announced my Discord, but yeah, you can also find me there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. I'm always happy to answer those questions, and I hope you enjoyed my time. Thank you much. Goodbye, and thank you for stopping in.